Hi, Rover, there you are. It's been quite a while since I last saw a grand lion dance show. Rover, do you know what the secret is about the Jingle Beast Ling Yang was talking about? Oh, the show's beginning!
Someone's calling for help.
I was once chased by a big creature in the wilderness. All I could hear was a bell ringing, and my only thought was to run away. Then I heard about the Jingle Beast, so I figured it must have been what attacked me. But when I saw you perform today, it all came back to me. That's the same bell-ringing sound I had heard back then. So, I must have been saved by that bell. The bell that sounded like it was chasing after me. It was actually guiding me away from danger.
The lion dance inspires and empowers each person in a unique way. I'm glad my performance could give you courage and inspiration.
Yeah, I loved your performance. I think I can keep working as an explorer for the Pioneer Association now.
Beishi, that's amazing! When you joined the association, I was actually so proud. I'm happy you get to keep chasing your dreams. And, please forgive me.
I am upset because you never told me anything. You always carried the burden alone. You didn't even tell me you were gonna go kill the Jingle Beast. Don't you ever do something like that again.
I promise, I promise. Let me treat you to something as my sincere apology.
I know a nice food stall. It's right up ahead in the square. You should check it out.
Awesome. Beishi, let's go.
Rover, how was my performance? Did you like it? Getting your compliment is all that matters to me. Rover, thank you so much for your help. I couldn't have accomplished any of this without you. Yeah, sure. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Rover, let's talk here. Where should I begin? Rover, have you ever thought about this? Since there are humans with resonance abilities, then could there ever be beasts with the same kind of power? Uncontrolled emotions in human resonators lead to disasters. It's even more dangerous in beasts, as they follow instincts. Over time, most of them died out, driven extinct by their unrestrained desires. Beasts that can bring their power under control are extremely rare, but they do exist. And the Jingle Beast, it happened a long, long time ago. The Jingle Beast wasn't called the Jingle Beast. It used to have a name. It was called Swan-Ni. Back then, the Swan-Nis lived a tranquil life in deep forests. However, when the Tacet Fields expanded rapidly, their territories were not spared. Some of them had to encroach upon certain human territories for a chance to survive. Humans suffered greatly against the Swan-Nis, with their terrifying appearance, powerful resonance abilities, and wild animal instincts. And that's why the Swan-Nis were deemed evil. I read it in an old book in Huanglong. said they lived under that giant violet banyan tree in the dim forest. The Swanese have nearly gone extinct over the years, and now there might be only one of them remaining. And I've heard of an interesting theory from the archaeologists. That last Swanee might have yearned to become a human. To make itself more approachable, it first came up with a less intimidating name, something like the Jingle Beast. And then it yanked off all its fur, filed down its claws, twisted its bones, and learned to stand upright. Maybe it was drawn by the bustle and merriment of human cities. It must have been lonely as the last of its kind. Maybe it was moved by human bravery against the lament and wanted to offer help. Maybe it wanted to fight the catastrophe that ruined its once homeland. Or maybe it simply couldn't resist human foods. Anyway, it never really became a human in the end. If it truly wanted to become human, it had to first understand the essence of what makes a human. If you ask me, the essence would be the heart of a human. Therefore, the Jingle Beast no longer rejected its appearance and began to, in its animal form, connect with humans to assist them. Perhaps, in this process, it happened to save a girl in the wilderness. Rover, what do you think the ending for the Jingle Beast was? Did it finally become a human? Well, is that what you think? I think the Jingle Beast no longer cares whether it's a human or a beast. It lives in its own way. In this world, there are beings with the appearance of a beast and the soul of a human, just as there are beings with the appearance of a human and the soul of a beast. All it needs to do is be true to itself. It will remain resolute and convey the beautiful and inspiring qualities it once saw in humans in its own way. Oops, I got carried away and almost forgot. Here, keep this bell as a memento. Thank you, Rover.
Ling Yang, come here.
Coming! Rover, I must go get the props ready for the next show. Come watch my performance again next time. Food? Please keep this bell. It should bring you good luck. Fare thee well, blessings swell.
How did it go? Anyone hurt? Let me check on you. Phew, you're still in one piece. Okay. Anything new about the tokens? So those Fraxidus goons are here in Jinzhou now? Things are more serious than I thought. Beats me. I've only ran into some bozos before. Those wackos are hell-bent on making their own resonators. Said there's no right or wrong when it comes to resonance powers, and everyone should have the right to them.
They use mechanical manipulation to integrate parts of tacit discords into human bodies, seeking power with such gruesome acts.
That Scar guy you mentioned sounds like he's on a whole other level. How did the fight go?
It seems he didn't intend to kill us. I would even say he was pulling his punches. I don't know what he wants from us. But Madam Magistrate may have intended to hint something by letting us run into him.
I still can't wrap my head around what happened in that village. I went over the files. That case is ancient. It was dealt with and archived way before our current magistrate took office.
What happened to the village in the end?
Don't worry. The crooks were brought to justice and most of the villagers were relocated to new settlements. But I didn't find anything in the files about that little girl you mentioned.
So Scar really did take her away. I agree. If only we could capture him.
I'm so lost. Why did Madam Magistrate point you to Chi-Chi Village anyway? What?
That Scar went there to tamper with the site and mislead you with fake clues. You mean the Fraxidus was planning to tell you something about what had happened in that village? Madam Magistrate knew they were going to lure you to the village, and she knew they weren't planning to kill you. Her token was a warning that the Fraxidus had their eyes on you.
How so? You mean she's got someone looking out for you?
Or maybe she prepared other means of protection.
I don't think I follow.
The legendary figure who changed Jinzhou's history? The looming war with the resurrecting Thernodian, and the Fraxidus acting in the shadows. If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then who exactly are you?
Come to think of it, the sundial's the last token we need to work out.
Mr. Mortefi said it's an intricate puzzle box. Madam Magistrate might have hid her real message inside. Yes, it's the 12th Shichen of the day, represented by the symbol Wei. Now we have the Shichen of Wei and Vermilion Bird. We should be able to solve the puzzle.
So Rover, you gonna try it now?
Symbols on the larger disc represent time, and we need to align the correct symbol with this pointer. It should be... It's not working. So we can... It's working. And now? Symbols on the smaller disc represent direction. And we need to align the correct symbol with this pointer. We have Teal Long of the East, White Tiger of the West, Vermilion... It's not working.
Wow, you really solved it! Wait, I don't think it's something we're allowed to see. Quick, Yang Yang! We should turn around.
Maybe you should read it first, Rover? I see. The grand libraries in Huanglong are renowned for their vast databases, holding valuable information about the regions they represent. Their exact locations are kept confidential. The grand libraries are vital for Huanglong's data security, managed by the regional sentinels, accessible only to the magistrates. They're rarely open to the public.
Kinda like a big piggy bank inside the city hall, data-wise.
Yes, you will find the most comprehensive and accurate information there. Rover, if you need to visit the Grand Library in Jinzhou to find out who you are, first, there is a strong link between your past and Jinzhou's history. Second, you must be a really significant person.
So you're super important to Jinzhou, maybe even all of Huanglong. Wow, I think we stumbled upon a real big shot when we didn't even know it.
What's the matter, Rover? Something wrong with the sundial? It is Jinzhou's political center, and it's also located at the city center, if that's what you mean. The city hall was built when Jinzhou was established. It's a popular landmark. Why do you ask, Rover?
See? What did I say? Covert ops. Real confident. Come on, Yang Yang. It's just a one-on-one meeting with Madame Magis. Relax, relax.
I guess you're right. Still, please be careful. We'll be waiting for you.
hidden passage. As I expected. That must be the entrance to the database. A part of the building is submerged. I should be able to find the hidden path underwater. It seems... I see. The control panel here does look like a musical instrument, but 5 music notes seem to be missing. So to gain access to the database, I will need to recover the 5 missing notes stored in those sonodiscs. What is that sound coming from behind the symphody? This must be one of the missing notes. Now, how do I connect it with the symphody? Part of the score holder just lit up. As I expected. A bell just raised out of the water. So that's what it meant by having the bells guide my path. A new walkway has shown up. I must have solved the first puzzle. Seems I will need to look for more sonodiscs in there. Tacit discords inside the city hall? No, they are not real. They must be some kind of digital simulation. It seems they are the guards here. I suppose it's telling me where I can find that sound. It's coming from the west. This is the second sonodisc. I should bring it to the symphody. The water level just dropped again. There's another 2 drums, one in the east and another in the west. I may find more sonodiscs down there. So this is the right way to go. I'm being fed just enough information to work out the puzzle. This does look like Miss Magistrate's doing. The drum on the other side has unlocked. Guess I'll go check on it before I leave, just to be safe. The music I just heard, it must be the sonodisc. Here it is. Time to deal with the guards. Jinzhou's City Hall is the political hub, while the Grand Library holds vital data. I've retrieved the 3rd sonodisc. Time to head back. An unexpected discovery. Huh. Another platform. The bells will lead my path. Huh. I'll go work out the passageways. Wind guide me. This feeling. I am being watched. Must be. This is the fourth missing note. Almost there. Now the water is all gone. One last note to go. This is the last one. They've prepared quite the welcome for me. One with the sounds. No hesitation. I sense your weakness. I have the last sonodisc ready. Time to go back to the Symphody. Now I should have access to the database. So this is the Grand Library. It's said to hold the answers to every question imaginable. I'm not seeing anyone here. I guess the magistrate is yet to arrive. Well, it wouldn't hurt to browse the archives for a bit as I wait for her to show up.
Thank you for leading the way, Rover. What a magnificent place to set foot in. Extensive, exhaustive. Oh, how I want to carve the place inside out and blow it all to shreds. Thought you'd seem a bit more surprised. I wonder why. So you've laid a trap for me. Interesting. Do you really think you can trap me here?
You will not escape.
What a shame I can't stay and play with you a bit longer. Till we meet again, dear friends.
You're not going anywhere!
Leave it to me. Strike from the shadows. One with the sound.
Let me be your blade. Please.
No hesitation. Leave it to me. Swift and resolute. The end has come. One with the sounds. Strike from the shadows. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Disperse. Leave it to me.
Did you just offer yourself up to be my prey? Now, it's just the two of us. Stow away that irrational anger of yours. I just have a friendly reminder for you. Seeing is not always believing. Why are you so sure they told you the truth? Don't jump to conclusions so soon. So stubborn. Why can't you place some of that trust in me? Or do I have to crush you to make you behave for once?
One with the sounds. No hesitation. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade.
The hour is upon us. One more time.
Verity shines. Please.
One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Shape the shapeless.
swift and resolute. Ha! One with the sounds. I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Moment of resonance. One with the sound.
Let me be your blade.
Strike from the shadows. Ha!
Let me be your blade.
So you knew I was following you all along, huh? My Elysium only breaks under coordinated attacks from both sides. I can never get rid of all these pesky little helpers around you, can I? So you've joined hands against me with Miss Magistrate here. You're always so popular.
Are you all right, Rover?
Of course she is. How could I ever have the heart to hurt her? Consider my moment of failure a gift of sincerity, Rover. I trust you haven't forgotten our conversation earlier. Choose me. I'll tell you everything you want. Huh. I see. So she made the move before I could, and told you all of it already. Then as the winners, would you be so kind as to tell me how you set me up?
Now I have retrieved the magistrate's message for me from the puzzle box. But it only points me to the Grand Library. There's no meeting time. Something is still missing. I've solved the puzzle, the discs have been rotated, and the two symbols are now glowing. With this glowing light, a shadow is cast on two other symbols. The black tortoise of the north to the city hall. And the time reads, the Shichen of Cho, in the wee hours of the morning.
It's been 3 days. We both made it on time. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Jinshi. It brings me great joy to see you, Rover. An emergency forced me to leave, and I only had the time to prepare some tokens for you. Please pardon my lack of hospitality. Yes. The Sentinel of Jinzhou is currently absent. Correct. The Sentinels guide and guard humanity as a symbol of our civilization. When a region's Sentinel goes absent, chaos is bound to ensue. As this news could lead to civil unrest, please keep it a secret. Jinzhou's Sentinel Jue is being held captive by the Fraxidus. I had to postpone our meeting and put all my effort into finding its whereabouts. Yes, our thoughts are connected, to a certain degree. I can sense its memories, feelings, and surroundings, though not very clearly. Unfortunately, I haven't. I can feel Jue is in danger. The good news is, I have figured out the culprit behind all of this. Precisely. The Fraxidus plans to advance another lament and cause disasters worldwide. Overseer Scar had several objectives upon infiltrating Jinzhou. To track you down, to test your strengths, and to make you join their cause. To abduct Jue and to resurrect the Threnodian in advance. They must have discovered your value, likely from one of Jue's prophecies. If you join them, they'll gain significant power. Should you refuse to join, the Fraxidus will likely want to eliminate you, so you don't get in their way. I have a plan to apprehend Scar. Once we capture him, the Fraxidus won't be that much of a threat to you for the time being. If you are willing to lend us a hand, I will ensure your safety during our cooperation. Thank you for your trust, Rover. Speaking of which, you seem to have already gathered a lot from the tokens. Impressive, Rover. The threat Jinzhou is facing is far worse than meets the eye. One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilizations, born from the dark side of our collective consciousness. We have been doing our best to prevent the disaster, but the Fraxidus is accelerating the Threnodians' revival. Indeed, you have defeated the Crownless and absorbed its echo with your bare hands. It is the tacit discord that embodies the concept of warfare. Resentment of the fallen, fright of the ignoble, those are the emotions that lay ground for its birth. The Crownless is a tacit discord that possesses powers from the reviving Threnodian. Jinzhou is a border city with an unbreakable will and a strong spirit of resistance. You, however, you were able to defeat and absorb a Threnodian-related tacit discord with your bare hands and resonate with other TDs. Meanwhile, Huanglong's records mention a hero with similar powers who saved our nation during the Threnodian War. To uncover your true identity, this could be a helpful lead to pursue. Yes, based on my own deduction and the prophecies of Jue. You mean the unfinished statue of Jue? I see. Do you mind letting me know what you remembered? Since it's related to our Sentinel, I might be able to help. Rover, the memories of which you speak. As I mentioned earlier, I can resonate with Jue, our Sentinel. Your recollections, they align with what I've witnessed in Jue's memories. Yes, I do remember seeing something similar. I believe it had truly happened in the past. In other words, you may be the person mentioned in our records. The unwavering presence by our sentinel's side, bonded by an unbreakable trust. Resonators tend to live a longer lifespan, but it is indeed unprecedented to live hundreds of years without any sign of aging. So many mysteries about you remain unsolved, and your age is just one of the unknowns. Sorry, but I don't know. Jue's last piece of information pointed to the Northfall Barrens, where you should find the Threnodian. I pray you will find your answers there. The Threnodian is resurrecting, and our nation is in grave danger. This reminds me of the Threnodian War, not really. I don't plan to believe in a hero showing up out of nowhere and protecting us. I am just presenting whatever lead I have about your past, as I know it is troubling you. I want to help you, and that is all there is to it. Thank you for considering lending us a hand. Your help is much appreciated. But please, do not feel obligated because of the information I shared. They are my people, and the responsibility to keep them safe should fall on no— I am saying this because I have faith in my ability. You deserve to make your own decision about this. I appreciate everything you've done for us during the past. Once it all settles, I am ready to accommodate and assist in whatever future decision you make. If you ever need me again, you need only ask. Let's keep this a secret between the two of us.
Scar, you are now under arrest for committing multiple felonies in Huanglong. Do you have anything to say?
What do I want to say, huh? While I'd love to tell you another story, I guess that's not what you want to hear. Let's cut to the chase, Madam Magistrate. I'm getting bored already.
Very well. You will answer only our questions from now on.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know? A sentinel such as Jue can predict and correct future events. It gets in our way of achieving our sublime. We merely wanted to topple the set future built on lies and take control of our own destiny. Sure, why not? What do you want to know? The Threnodians. They hold the key to our idea. Together, they will bring us the promised true lament. Sure, why not? What do you want to know? What is the lament? Disaster? Curse? Some kind of punishment? People only see the surface. The lament brings death, destruction, and countless reverberations that will be reflected, overlapped, and Sure, why not? What do you want to know? Our goal has always been the same. We want you to join us. Forces battle over you, causing all this strife. And yet you remain unaware of your own worth. Are you really that naive? Whatever. Our interest in you is not affected by such trivial matters. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
You kidnapped Jue and revived the Threnodian, accelerating. Stop dreaming you can force Rover to join you. She is our honored guest, and I will not allow any harm to come her way.
How confident you sound. As the Threnodian's resurrection approaches, Jinzhou is barely holding on.
Thank you for your concern. We have crushed your schemes once, and we can do it again. I have one last question for you. Abducting Jue, stalking Rover, and setting up an ambush in Cheecher Village. You couldn't have accomplished that all on your own, unless...
Unless I'm not the only overseer. I have answered all your questions with full honesty. You can try to stop us with all you have, but it's too late to... Now, I have one question for you. You seem convinced we caused the disappearance of Jue. What if I told you...
About Jue? What up?
Come closer and I'll tell you.
How dare you! Madam Magistrate, I...
No.
Shocked, aren't you? What if I told you your sentinel had made this prophecy a long, long time ago? Your all-seeing sentinel abandons you now, of all times. We're merely adding a touch of Rover. Care for a wager? I know you've been searching for answers about your past.
Watch out!
You are one of us, the Black Lambs, and you have been chosen to join us, ushering in the new world. Once you discover what you really are, you will come to us with no hesitation. The Fraxidus awaits your arrival with open arms, and I look forward to that day in sincere anticipation.
Sorry, Rover. What he mentioned about our sentinel is it a ploy to create distrust among us? Or... Jue is the guardian sentinel of Jinzhou. It is responsible for assisting Jinzhou's magistrate in administrative, while I am the final decision maker. Without the assistance of Jue, I cannot guarantee I am always making the best choices. Jue can predict the future, and up to this point, every one of its prophecies have been proven true. While justice may not be universally agreed upon, its decisions have consistently served the best interests of... For that, I suppose we will have to talk to it in person to find out. In addition, Rover, to the Awakened One, when raindrops fall upstream, please head to the north. I suppose so. General Jian is currently battling another TD outbreak in the Northfall Barrens, which will also serve as our front line against the Threnodian. But the ongoing war has made it a very dangerous place to go. Since you won't need to go there right now, not until when the raindrops fall upstream. I know you're here for clues about your true identity, and I don't want you to leave the city empty-handed. Have you heard about the Black Shores, Rover? It's an organization shrouded in mystery, with a secretive membership process and members who usually keep their identities hidden. Upon your awakening, one of their members discreetly contacted me to gather information about you. But please don't worry. The Black Shores developed a special lament prediction system and has established partnerships with countries worldwide. While operating in secrecy, they are not an extremist group like the Fraxidus. They have been monitoring the situation, and thanks to their extra help, my meeting with you went smoothly. This Blake Bloom is their symbol. The Black Shores members usually wear it on their... The Black Shores once provided us significant insights into the relationship between them. This time, they've come to inform us apart from that, I'm not this photo is yours to keep. I will return with... Rover, are you all right? I see. The Black Shores must have a deep connection to your past. Since you are likely being closely monitored by the Fraxidus now, I suggest keeping an eye out for the Black Shore members. They could prove to be your valuable allies. I'll do my best to find Jue and tell you everything I learned from it once I... This is my promise. Yes. Please leave it to me. Sanhua.
Yes, Madam Magistrate.
I will be going on a temporary leave. During my absence, please help me handle my responsibilities in Jinzhou.
Understood. Should I continue protecting that rover?
No need. Both Chan Li and I will be away, and there will be more than enough paperwork for you to handle.
Is Lady Chongli leaving for the capital? Please pardon my intrusion, but she just faced an ambush in the Central Plains. What if...
Regarding that incident, we tried to warn her about the Fraxidus, but they were more cunning than we thought. If she runs into another powerful enemy like Scar, she'll eventually have to confront them on her own. Sanhua, you can place more trust in Rover and me.
Understood. I will. My lady, no matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Both the interrogation and my appointed meeting with Rover have already finished.
Scar only needed the two of you as his audience. We already knew what he wanted.
She decrypted every message we intended to convey. It's only proper you meet him in person, as the one who crafted those puzzles. Such intricate puzzles. I guess only Rover has the patience to solve them all.
No detail is too small. I'm sure she understands. If everything goes according to the prophecies of Jue, I will meet her in person eventually. So, what did our captive from the Fraxidus tell you about?
That Jue had predicted I will have to fight it one day. A fight that will shape Jinzhou's future.
Well, that is unexpected.
Can't say I am. I had suspected as much from our previous conversations.
Where was it when you last sensed its presence?
It was... in Mount Firmament.
The place where the first people of Jinzhou lived. And where Jue...
I'll find Jue and bring it back as soon as possible.
Our enemies could have planned it as a trap.
I understand. I will not let anything or anyone disrupt the peace in Jinzhou.
Would you let what you heard from Scar sway?
No. He cannot ever turn me against Jue. I am the magistrate of Jinzhou. The prophecy speaks of a decisive incident for Jinzhou's future. My job remains unchanged. I will fulfill my duty as Jinzhou's magistrate.
Is that your final answer?
A single strand's neglect births mouth. The safest option is for me to go in person.
Very well. Since we are already mid-game, this time, I shall be a pawn in your hand. Remember, I will always stand by your side.
Am I a player or a mere pawn? I suppose there is no difference at this point. No matter what, I will do what I must.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
I see. Yes. I can feel that I'm worried something bad is gonna happen.
There you are, Rover.
The Academy has noted a concerning rise in tacit field activities. Please use caution when exiting the city. Remember to check your terminal signals and wear the Academy's protective suit, and don't forget to stay hydrated. Now, I have experiments to run. Take care.
It's just Baija being Baija. She's a little awkward with showing care, but I think it's cute. Anyway, Rover, quick, tell us what happened. The Fraxidus again? Ugh, those jerks.
Jian, the general, Jinxi, the magistrate, and Jue, Jinzhou's sentinel. Is there any kind of connection between them?
Connection? No idea. But I did hear General Jian used to be a military doctor.
Speaking of that, I think we'll need to start with a bit of Jinzhou's past. A storyteller near the theater once told us something like this.
The Honorable Madame Jinxi, our great magistrate of Jinzhou, was handpicked by Sentinel Jur. Her status as the Sentinel's appointed resonator is rare among all past magistrates. Our Jinzhou was leaderless for years until Jur finally chose her to be the next magistrate, and she answered the call. To further elaborate, we must start with the battle beneath the Crescent. The Norfall Baron, scarred by countless wars, discarded weapons scattered like bones. Our soldiers had fought to reclaim the land for years, to no avail. Overthrax, the dreadful Threnodian monster, fed on the frequencies of weapons, turning our fallen soldiers into deadly tacit discourse. General of the Midnight Rangers, Geshu Lin, bravely rose to confront the threat. As twin moons aligned, General Geshu Lin vowed to vanquish evil, raising his blade against the blood-red crescent that foretold destruction. His sword blazed with black flames, laying waste to all who dared stand in his way. Victory seemed certain. Until the retroact rain began to fall. Raindrops fell upwards, as in the past. Monsters raged, loyal souls fell to blood-soaked sands, infernal carnage. Issuing his last command, Geshu Lin demanded all soldiers stand firm, no matter what happened. Sacrificing his body to the black flames for power, Geshu Lin charged at the Overthrax with all his might, and he was never seen again. After the fall of their leader, the remaining soldiers despaired, until the deafening roar of Qinlong struck like lightning. A lone youth bravely stood up to lead a hard-won retreat. After the battle, that young man who tamed the wind ascended to fame, becoming the new general of the Midnight Rangers, selected by Sentinel Jur. On the other hand, General Geshu was blamed for the massive losses that occurred under his command, earning him a notorious reputation in Guanlong. That battle struck us hard, but our sentinel rose from its long slumber to select a new magistrate who guide us into the future. Despite the previous disaster, Jinzhou was off to a promising start under our sentinel and the new magistrate's guidance. The people held hope for a better tomorrow.
Whoa! First time hearing about all that. Maybe the Sentinel had its own special ways of picking candidates.
Or maybe it is their incomprehensible ways that set these divine beings apart from us. Their thinking tends to be elusive to the average person.
Yeah, true. Wouldn't be surprised if Jue decided to make me the magistrate one day, not gonna lie.
I understand your concern, Rover. Madame Jinshi was only a teenager, and she was suddenly selected to be the magistrate. It must have been so difficult for her. I remember people were skeptical when she first took office. Despite her achievements, people only showed their respect to Madame Jinshi because they trusted Jue's judgment.
Seriously, Lord Jue knows how to choose him. Or Madame Jinshi, she's already made the city a well-oiled machine in no time. I'd have a mental overclock just trying to keep up with all that paperwork. She was made for this. What is that saying again? Real gold never loses its shine.
Rover, since you were asking about this, did you get clues from your past from Madame Jinshi?
Black Shores? Doesn't ring a bell. Sounds like the name of a place, but I've never seen it on any map.
This flower. It's only a photo, and I can't tell where it came from with my ability. We're still in the dark about Fraxida's plans, and the Norfolk Barrens is too risky. The Black Shores seems to be our only option now. But if we are to look for them with only a photo of this flower, it's going to be difficult.
Since it's about flowers, we should go ask Grandma Lin.
Yes, Grandma Lin runs a flower shop. I'm sure she can give us some tips.
You're making me blush a little. Grandma Lin loves listening to storytellers. I think I saw her earlier. Let's go look.
Oh, hello! Xisha, Yang Yang, what brought you here?
Hey, Grandma Lin. We're here for some stories today. And here's our new friend. Ta-da! We've got the ultimate badass here. The one who can crush TDs, cook up echoes, knock Inferno Rider flat, and KO Phalian Baringle with a single punch. The legendary Rover!
So you are the famous Rover. Oh, youngsters these days are really something.
Grandma Lynn, since you're the flower expert, I got a favor to ask.
Have you seen flowers like this one before?
I'm familiar with most of the flowers local to Jinzhou, but this one... Oh, it doesn't match. I don't think I've seen anything similar. Not even in the plant encyclopedias.
Oh no. If not even a flower expert like you can recognize it, who else could help us?
Oh, Tisha, I'm far from an expert. We've got a plant-type resonator here in Jinzhou, remember? She knows the plants much better than me.
Oh, are you talking about that young lady? I always see her helping out at your store.
Yes, she has been and she is such a sweet. I'd call out to her, little starflower. She's probably up in the back mountain doing some field research. I said I wanted a field in the back mountain to plant my flowers, and she offered to help right away. Go in that.
Thank you so much, Grandma.
Oh, anytime, dear.
This should be the shortcut to the back mountain. Once we cross the waterfall, we'll reach Mount Pingting. The flowers seem to be showing us the way. Let's follow it. Bridge of flowers. That's impressive.
Hello? Are you lost? Do you need help? Oops, sorry. I should have introduced myself for— It is a delight to make your acquaintance. I am Verena. My pleasure to have the opportunity— really? But that flower next to you said she likes you a lot. Plants don't lie. I trust their words, so you can't be bad guys. Hi, Verena. I'm Tisha. Oh, right. Grandma Lynn talked about what seems to be the trouble.
We're looking for a special flower.
It's an unusual flower indeed. Pure black flowers are rarely found in nature. We can't rule out the possibility that it's been dyed. When looking at the structure, there are a few types of flowers that seem similar. Take iris, for example. Its petals are similarly, and it's not viola either, since viola has notched petals. Then there is also the cliff recluse, but this flower has a longer stamen and an extra petal. Lemongrass is also similar in shape. It's native to the New Federation, and Huanlong people may not be familiar with it. Though it has a similar stamen length, it has a conical inflorescence with... Oh, and I almost forgot the peacock flower. But the peacock flower has a distinct peduncle, while this one doesn't.
Wow, you really know your stuff. I learned a lot from that.
Anyway, this black flower does look very special. There are hardly any similar plants in nature. So I'm thinking it might be a newly cultivated species. Also, its veins are somehow cross-shaped. I can feel some faint traces of frequency fluctuations on it, too. It's a sign of... So, my guess is it should be a unique remnant plant, created by a certain type of resonance energy. But in order to figure out the right soil for it, or exactly what type of resonance energy it is, I need more than just a picture.
Gosh, help us out, someone. We don't know what kind of flower it is, and we haven't seen anyone wearing it either. Speaking of that, how does it even work? If I wore this flower on me right now...
Shizia, wait, what did you just say?
Yeah? I was just saying, if
this black flower is indeed their symbol, the Black Shore members that to everyone else, it would just look like a peculiar flower. Given that, if they are indeed in Jinzhou...
Oh, I see. But how do we get our hands on...
I could probably make one for you with my resonance ability, if you just need something that looks similar. Come on, Verena, you can do it.
No way! That's amazing, seriously! It looks exactly like the flower in the...
Thank you. It's nothing.
It's friggin' amazing! Could you do that again, please?